Joe Burrow says we'll see about Monday night. Mike Petraglia outside Paycor Stadium. Here on Thursday, the Bengals were back on the practice field after having the last 2 days off to rest their bodies. Actually, the first 3 days of this week, they had off to rest their bodies. They had meetings on Wednesday, and they were back on the practice field on Thursday. The only player not participating at all in practice was number 9, Joe Burrow. Yes, he made his way out in a compression sleeve on his right leg out to practice, wearing his number 9 jersey, carrying his white Bengal Tiger helmet that the Bengals will be wearing on Monday night against the Los Angeles Rams. But he only took part in the stretching portion of the practice. He tossed the ball around a little informally, took some snaps from Ted Karras again in the individual period before the Bengals actually started their formal workout and their formal practice, which was not open to the media. Jake Browning and Will Grier took the reps here on Thursday. That's really not a surprise after Joe Burrow re-aggravated the calf on the play before his second touchdown pass of the game to T. Higgins in the 27-24 loss to the Baltimore Ravens. But Joe Burrow, in a positive sign, you might say, spoke to the media. He might want to be keeping that window open for playing on Monday night. And indeed, his answer, no fewer than 10 times here on Thursday, we'll see. A lot depends on how the calf responds. Joe Burrow said the first couple of days this week, it's been very positive, and that is a good sign for possibly making enough progress toward Monday night to be able to play. Again, asked whether or not he needs to practice at all this weekend and later in the week to get ready for the Rams and Aaron Donald on Monday night. Again, he said, we'll see. The Bengals trying to play it day to day. That's the term that Zach Taylor again used here on Thursday to describe the Bengals quarterback's situation. Obviously, the Bengals want to guard Joe Burrow as much as possible, but even Joe Burrow admitted here on Thursday, yes, the 0-2 start is a factor in his mindset trying to get ready for this game. He realizes the urgency of this game not to start 0-3. The Bengals have not started a season 0-3 since Zach Taylor's first season in 2019. Obviously, they want to avoid that on Monday night. But Joe Burrow throwing his complete faith behind Jake Browning if he is not able to go on Monday night, saying that Jake Browning is even-keeled. He keeps him poised on the sideline when Burrow is actually in the game. So perhaps it'll be Jake Browning playing and Joe Burrow keeping Jake Browning calm during the snaps if indeed Browning has to go. Browning did speak to reporters in the locker room on Thursday, and he said, look, if I have the targets like Tyler Boyd, T. Higgins, and Jamar Chase to throw to, that's not a bad thing. He even joked with me, it would have been great to have them during the preseason, but that was not the case. Of course, those players, those three-star receivers, he got first-team reps during training camp practice with those three-star receivers, but not in preseason games, of course. Jake Browning might indeed get an opportunity to play Monday night. Again, we'll have to wait and see, as Joe Burrow said here on Thursday many times, whether or not the franchise quarterback can get that right calf ready. What is he doing to get ready? Well, he's using some contrast treatments. Contrast treatments, simply put, mean treat with ice, treat with heat, treat with ice, treat with heat, go back and forth and try to stimulate the healing in the muscle to get it as ready as possible for game playing on Monday night. Look, if Joe Burrow has to play, he's got to be able to move around in the pocket and get away from Aaron Donald. There's no question about that. And of course, the much ballyhooed theme coming into this game beyond Joe Burrow's right calf is a Super Bowl 56 rematch that will be taking place here on Monday night. It'll be a whiteout, the Bengals wearing their all-white Bengal Tiger white helmets and uniforms here on Monday night. It will be quite the spectacle. Of course, Ocho, Chad Johnson, and Boomer Esiason are going up in the Ring of Honor. That will be a spectacle at halftime of the game here on Monday night. Other injury news, Joseph Asai looks like he might be ready to finally return after missing the first two regular season games with that sprained right ankle suffered in the preseason finale against the Washington Commanders. And what about Nick Scott? He suffered a concussion late in the game against Baltimore on Sunday, but he did make it out to practice here on Thursday afternoon, helmet in hand. He was limited with a concussion protocol, but if he makes enough progress in the next couple of days, all signs point to him playing Monday night against his former team, the LA Rams. We'll keep you covered all week long with not only the Joe Burrow news, but what does T. Higgins think? We'll tell you about that on Friday. Also, Jamar Chase could speak on Friday about whether or not he's going to have the opportunity to play with Joe Burrow here on Monday night. Again, that is right now very much up in the air. We'll have you covered on clnsmedia.com. As always, follow me on Twitter, now x.com, @Trags, Trags. And as always, please subscribe and comment on the link below. And you can leave all your comments, good, bad, and indifferent, at youtube.com/@JungleRoarPod. Outside Paycor Stadium, Mike Petraglia, CLNS Media.